Chairman of the Board of the Nigeria Ports Authority and National Chairman of Swagger, Senator Adeyeye, is my guest on the show this evening. Distinguished, thank you for staying the course on the program. You've also played down on the on Governor Makede's rumored 2027 bid. But interestingly, President Tinubu lost in Osun and Lagos in 2023, even at the time when Makede was supporting him. You don't think that a Makede candidacy backed by PDP structures is a bigger threat than you admitted?
Number one, I'm not even sure Governor Makinde will be running. I'm not sure. He has not declared his interest. And if he does, Governor Makinde, we are not sure he can even get the ticket of the PDP. I'm not absolutely sure of that. But assuming he gets the ticket of the PDP, my argument is that it will not take anything out of the vote of Asiwaju. It will affect him maybe marginally, something you can just write off completely. But I don't think it will eat deep into Asiwaju's votes in the Southwest. The people of the Southwest, unlike in 2023, they are going to vote massively for Asiwaju this time around. Even the governor of Osun State, who was against us in 2023, is now embracing Asiwaju, and he has declared, the PDP in Osun have declared that they will be working for Asiwaju in 2027. That did not happen in 2023. Asiwaju lost in Osun and lost in Lagos. I'm not sure you are in Lagos, me and you are in this town. Are you sure? Will you say that Asiwaju will not win Lagos in the next election? I think Asiwaju will win Lagos in 2027, and the entire vote of the Southwest will go to Asiwaju, including Oyo State. The election of Saturday, yes, it was a by-election. The PDP won in Oyo State. They won in Oyo State. There was some divisions in the APC. The issues are being resolved now, and I believe that in a few months' time, the Oyo APC will come together and they will won. And if that happens, and given the fact that the people in Oyo also still want to keep the presidency in the Southwest, they are going to vote massively for Asiwaju. But by and large, it's the entire country we are looking at. The picture is the entire country. In the Southeast, in the last election, Asiwaju did not win 3% of the vote in any of the states, 3%. But this time around, with the support of most of the governors, I have seen the governor Soludo saying this is the president is going to support. I've seen the governor of Enugu say the same thing. Of course, Governor Opusodima is his greatest champion in the Southeast. Even Governor Oti of LP has said good things about Asiwaju, and I believe the combination of all these factors will give Asiwaju a minimum of 20% in some of the Southeast states.
Asiwaju will need more than the support of governors to win in 2027. You just launched Swagger 2.0, and you've listed reforms like foreign direct investment, trade surplus. You've talked about subsidy removal, food security drive, and what have you. But many ordinary Nigerians complain of worsening hardship. Is Swagger selling a success story detached from reality?
No, we are selling a success story that is born out of reality. People will always complain. Inflation is a thing we have to live with. It has been with us since creation of the universe. And if sometimes I listen to Ebenezer Obey and I listen to Sunny Ade and I listen to Victor Lai, all these songs, it works in the 70s. They complain about inflation. They complain about hardship. We will always complain about these things.
And I'm acquainted with that narrative,
life
Senator.
Is never, there's no time people will agree that they're in an Eldorado. There's no time they will agree that things are now perfectly okay for them. So we will always have complaints.
But do you think it will matter the quality of life of many Nigerians prior to 2023 and now for them to decide whether they want to vote Asiwaju?
What is the quality? The quality has not deteriorated as far as I'm concerned. I'm speaking from reality. Now you don't queue in any petrol station for fuel. You don't.
And that's if you can afford to buy it.
But sometimes when there is scarcity, some of you sometimes buy a liter of petrol for about as much as 1,500 once there is scarcity. That was the situation. And I want to tell you that I want always to look at what the situation could have been, assuming those reforms are not being initiated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023. First off, if you have not removed fuel subsidy, I want to tell you categorically, and any economist will say this to you, Nigeria will not have been in a position to even import fuel anymore. Dangote refinery will not work because you need a market environment for such investments to thrive. So it will not work, and Dangote refinery not work, and you keep on depending on importation, you will not have the resources to import. And when you don't have resources to import, what will happen? There will be scarcity. A liter will sell for 5,000 or 10,000, and all of us will be riding bicycles. We will not be able to ride our cars. That could have been the scenario. But a person was able to see far into the future, was able to see this and take the collegial decision to avert that horrible situation.
The question is how adequate the safety net has been, because economists have agreed with your point of view that they say the economy has stabilized. But it matters where the shoe pinches for the average Nigerian, and that would determine also how they vote.
The shoe will always pinch. The shoe will always pinch. And what I would say to average Nigerian is that the pain could have been worse, but for the fact that those reform measures were taken. And well, the issue of cushioning the adverse effects of the reforms in terms of the standard of living of the people, well, that is an ongoing issue. And more is being done.
All right.
By next year, when the CNG issues, when the CNG stations come on board, and people are able to buy fuel at cheaper prices, power their vehicles cheaply, you will find a reduction in the prices of most goods on all items. So I can even tell you one good news.
Yes.
Prices are already dropping, not only in the agricultural sector, but even in terms of imported goods.
We see
I've seen it.
How sustained that would be in the coming days. We
Yes.
have to go now, but it's not all the time we have you in the studio like this. I know in 2020, I think it was 2018, you had this ambition to be governor in Ekiti. So let's go to Ekiti for a while, because earlier this year, was I seeing posters of you wanting to be governor again? Do you still have that ambition?
No, I don't. I'm not running for governor.
You know, I know not in 2026 because you appear to support the current governor, but do you still nurse that ambition?
Well, I do not. I have decided not to have any ambition for anything. I leave everything to God Almighty to decide whatever He wants to do with my life. That is my decision henceforth. I'm not pursuing any agenda. I'm not pursuing any ambition.
But you wanted to be governor in 2018?
I wanted to. I wanted to. It didn't materialize, and I accepted the situation. There's no problem about that.
Do you think
I'm happy now to support the current governor of Ekiti State.
How well is Governor Oyebanji doing? And I don't want us to talk about the politics, because we've seen that he's been able to bring all the former governors together, and almost everybody is now singing his praise. But they're talking about bad roads in Ekiti. Is that support translating into good governance for the people? And what do you think are the challenges that he's faced with?
People talk about bad roads in Ekiti. I've had it, but a lot of those bad roads are not state roads. They are federal roads.
Yeah, but he's in APC now.
Yeah, it's in APC.
And he has the support. He just declared support for Tinubu.
In every state in Nigeria, people will complain about bad roads. Most of the states in Nigeria. I was recently in Calabar, and people told me, even the Obang of Calabar, and everybody, they said, look, our problem here is even this port, when it is working, people may still not patronize it, because when their goods arrive and they want to remove their containers to their destination, through which road will they pass? But the government is tackling this problem. Right. And in the same vein, I was also being told by the governor that those roads that are bad, they have been, the federal government has awarded the contract for the construction of those roads. Right. And the same thing is happening in Ekiti State. Akure-Ado Ekiti Road is being constructed. Other roads are being attended to by the government. So it's not. We
have completely run out of time. Okay. So Adeyeye, hopefully that we're going to have this conversation subsequently.
Of course, I like to be here. I love your studio. It's fantastic. The best I've ever seen in the world.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, I commend you for that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's our show, everyone. Remember, you can watch it again at midnight and at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am Nifemi Ogunto. See you again at the top of the hour.